What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for most of you, welcome to the channel. This is a completely different video than you're normally going to see if you're not subscribed to my channel. So with that said, I would love to see you guys subscribe if you're into car stuff. I do a ton of classic 80s, 90s Mercedes, and also currently working on a 63 Austin Healey Sprite. Now, with that said, do I know a lot about barbecuing? Absolutely not. But I do have a background. I own a coffee roasting company, been doing that for 14 years, and actually built my first coffee roaster about 12 years ago, and really got into it and realized that grilling with charcoal, wood, and that type of stuff has a very similar style when it comes to creating heat with air. And I'm not going to get into that, but roasting is very similar to that. So I really got intrigued on creating a charcoal grill or a wood grill, and this is my disaster over here that we're going to take from this into a pretty nice charcoal wood grill smoker, whatever you want to use it for. I've been doing quite a bit of research and a few test cooks on this. I did a brisket the other day that did not turn out right, and it allowed me to kind of go back and do a little bit more testing, and I think I've come up with a way to make this thing an amazing smoker, charcoal grill, whatever you're wanting to use it for. And we're gonna save this grill. So if you guys have a gas grill out there that looks like this, or maybe worse, maybe a little bit better, I'm going to show you guys how you can easily convert this, very little money and very little time, and then you'll get many more years out of your grill. So let's start with cleaning this entire thing out. I want to grind everything down. I'm going to remove our old gas pipelines here, and then I'll stop and explain to you guys what the next process is to create a better cooking area and be able to create a way to control your heat. So stay tuned, guys. So first off, I want to mention that I found this grill on the side of the road for free. So let's go ahead and just get this thing cleaned out because it smelled really bad. And the first thing I want to do is make it so I can actually use it without touching any of the disgusting stuff. So I want to start with taking out all of the things inside of the grill and then just cleaning it down really good. So let's get started. I also wanted to take these burners out, and I started to try to remove the outside piece. You can do this, and this is actually what I ended up doing, but you can also just remove the burners. So you'll see here, I'm going to remove the burners, and then I'm going to go back later, and I'm going to remove the entire front piece since it was rusted. So guys, it came out pretty good for just some paint I had sitting around and just a quick scrub down of the rust. We could talk all day about prep and proper painting, but this is all stuff that doesn't matter. You could do this or skip this part, and as well as taking off some of the components. Really, I want to dive into what's going to make this a good grill for smoking, charcoaling, and whatever else you decide to do on this. So one of the major downfalls of a gas grill is the seepage of holes. So you have many areas where the heat can just come out of, and that's not a good thing. One of the major areas that I noticed when I was cooking was back here. So this might not be on every gas grill, but on this one specifically, there is a major gap back here. What I did to prevent a lot of the heat from extracting out when I was test charcoaling and smoking was put some tin foil along here. The downside to that is as soon as I opened up the lid, the tin foil fell out. So what I came up with is I picked up some thin aluminum tin here that we can cut very easily with some shears, and I brought some sheet metal screws that we can drill into this to kind of hold it in place. My idea is to place it here so that when you close the lid, we can screw it in, it'll cover up that back area. Another major area is down here, but this kind of works out for us because we do want to have an airflow down below, and I'm not sure if I want to do it on this larger one or just utilize this smaller one here, and I've got to do some research before we decide, but I'm going to cap off probably these two, this one open, or cap off these two, and I'm going to make it so I can from underneath slide that open or shut. So we'll put one of the sheet metal screws in, and then we'll have a little handle on the bottom that we can slide open or shut on the one that we decide to. Also, you want to have vents. Normally on a charcoal grill, it's going to be on the top that you can open it, and you can turn your lid depending on where you're cooking. So we've got these two major holes here, and what I want to do is make some sort of slide shut so that we can decide which side we're cooking on, which side that we're going to have the air go to. So that's all part of cooking if you do research, or if you guys already are smoking and want to convert your grill. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start doing all this, and I'll give you guys kind of a step-by-step and then fill you in. So let me get set up. We're going to start modifying this grill. So guys, I played around with this thin aluminum, and I love the way it was able to kind of mold in here. Doesn't look extremely pretty, but it seals it off really well. Now the part that I was kind of trying to figure out was these upper vents. Now these lower ones are real cool. You can see I can even grab it from underneath here. You can spin it, you can open there. Same thing with this side here. If I spin this, I decide to cover off the middle, that way I can kind of play around with the larger ones once I fully understand the lower airflow. And that's kind of if you want to have it come up and over or right up underneath what you're cooking. Now what I did for this top vent here is I made this piece just able to slide in and out, because most of the time I'm going to have it just on this side open, as you can see. Now if I wanted to have it partial open, if I was doing something different, what I could do is slide this over a little bit there, and sorry about that, and you can see there I can play around with this, sliding it all the way over, partially over, up in there like that, and I can play around with less opening there. That's going to create more heat inside. So with that said and that out of the way, let's go ahead and grab, this is my charcoal tray. Now this is just an aluminum pizza style tray. It's what I started to use now to put the charcoal on. Then I was using the original grates that came with this. I decided to go down and get this universal grate. I haven't even opened it up yet, but it opened up wider both directions, so you can kind of use it on any grill. So let me go ahead and open this up. I got it from Ace Hardware, and it's called Grill Mark is the brand, and it's a large, so hopefully this is going to fit our grill. Let me go ahead and get it opened up and we'll slide it in there. Okay, so pretty cool, guys. This thing slides in here. It's not perfect, but it's going to give me a much nicer cooking surface than I had before. I'm typically going to put some sort of tray down in there specifically when smoking, and I'm going to be doing a lot of that. With that said, I've got some ribs that I'm marinating inside. Let's go ahead and throw these on the grill. I'll light up the charcoal because I want to do a charcoal smoke with these ribs. We're going to add a little bit of wood to it, and you guys get to see how this thing came together. But let's step back and take a look at what we achieved in just a few hours. with a grill that I found on the side of the road that was absolutely disgusting. And keep in mind, like I said before, the cleaning and the painting was specifically for my preference of making it look as well as I could, but we're gonna start barbecuing on this. This thing is gonna get beat up anyways, just like any new grill. So you guys step back and enjoy watching this thing cook. Go ahead and set up our charcoal, add a little bit of wood to it, and this is my new favorite tool, a charcoal chimney. Without this, I could not figure out how to get the charcoal to light, but with this, man, it is amazing, and I highly recommend it. As you guys can see here, it'll get your charcoal going pretty good. I'm gonna add some boiling water for a steam bath right underneath where we're gonna put our ribs. And let's go ahead and open up the vents so we have proper airflow. Next, it's time to start grilling, so let's get them ribs on the grill. So the last thing I'm going to recommend is getting yourself a good digital thermometer. This way you can monitor your entire grill. Also, you can make sure all of your meats are cooked to the proper temperature. And with that said, let's go ahead and finish off this grill with some nice vegetables. And I gotta say, I am very happy with how this came out, how my grill came out. And I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this amazing meal with my family. I hope it helped you guys out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a blessed day, an awesome week, and I hope to catch you guys on the next video.